I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. This comes after weeks of heavy rains.
We're focusing on the Kingwood area. Sometimes Kingwood feels like it's been overlooked or forgotten. Not the case. We're going to focus our resources and personnel here, and we'll do whatever's necessary to respond to some dangerous circumstances.
Houston Mayor John Whitmire, the rains have saturated the ground in parts of Texas and Louisiana. More than 11 inches of rain fell in a 24-hour period that ended this morning in the Houston suburb of Spring. In Polk County, about 100 miles northeast of Houston, officials have done over 100 water rescues in the past few days. There's likely to be traffic tie-ups on a section of I-95 in Connecticut throughout the weekend after a crash yesterday where a tanker truck caught fire under a bridge. Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal says a lot of tractor trailers will be on city streets in Norwalk.
For right now, and maybe for a little bit of the foreseeable future, there can be a lot of trucks trying to find a way around this bottleneck. And of course, the trucks can't use the merit. So they're going to be on local streets.
Governor Ned Lamont says that stretch of the highway should reopen by Monday. At former President Trump's hush money trial, former Trump advisor Hope Hicks took the stand.
She specifically said that Trump showed concern for his family when women came forward with stories alleging affairs that he denies. Prosecutors argue that Trump was motivated by the election rather than his family. Hicks said Trump didn't want his family to be embarrassed by anything related to the campaign, and he wanted his family to be proud of him.
Fox's Nate Foy, New York City. Prosecutors called Hicks to the stand to strengthen their case where they claim Trump worked to prevent damaging stories about him becoming public to influence the election. America is listening to Fox News.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name Clay as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
DOJ is challenging an Iowa immigration law.
The Justice Department giving Iowa officials until Tuesday to agree not to enforce a state immigration law set to take effect in July. The measure would allow state officials to charge migrants with outstanding deportation orders or those who have been removed from or denied admission to the U.S., giving them the option to leave the country or be prosecuted. The DOJ argues it violates the U.S. Constitution and interferes with the government's authority to enforce federal immigration law. GOP Governor Kim Reynolds accusing the Biden administration of refusing to enforce the laws already on the books. Iowa Attorney General Brenna Bird echoing this, saying Iowa will not back down. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
A health emergency declared in Long Beach, California over a tuberculosis outbreak. The emergency was declared to increase resources for tracking, screening, and treating people who have been exposed. The outbreak is linked to a hotel. Health officials say the risk to the general public is low. Another retail giant is turning to technology to make your shopping experience faster and less reliant on cashiers at the checkout line.
Sam's Club is about to make more use of this kind of shopping tech. The Warehouse Club, operated by Walmart, already allows its members to scan items with a smartphone app in order to pay quickly, but now the company says that experience will be augmented by cameras and other smart tech that will know when you take something off the shelf and put it in your cart and walk out. Sam's Club says it will make your shopping trip about 23% faster, and you'll avoid long lines at the registers, waiting behind that one person who's buying 9 pounds of chicken.
Fox's Evan Brown. The UK's Conservative Party suffers historic losses in local elections as the Labour Party edges closer to power. Labour won control of councils in England that the party hasn't held for decades. I'm Lisa Lacera. This is Fox News.
From the Sierra Radio Network Newsroom, I'm Andrea Drake. It's 5:05. Here are your upcoming local and regional news headlines. It's a Sierra snowstorm alert. Up to a foot is expected. Caltrans is urging caution, while a swift response in Meadow Valley stops a power outage and contains a fire. And justice is served. An Alturas man is sentenced for first-degree murder of a Pitt River tribal member. And prescribed burns in the Plumas National Forest are bringing spring smoke impacts. Precautions are advised. The stories behind the headlines coming up for you at the bottom of the hour. Now to Amanda and Aaron for Live at 5.
Good evening. You're listening to Live at 5 with Amanda and Aaron on your only local news radio station, KJDX, KSUE, Susanville, Portola, Quincy, and Chester. All right, tonight we have lots of fun stuff to talk about. I mean, don't we always? But we'll liven it up even more just to make it a fun Friday. Also, we'll be calling out 2 people to qualify for that Cabo San Lucas cruise, so keep it right here for all this and much more right after this break, along with your local weather.
Today is National Electrical Safety Month. Lassa Municipal Utility District is joining with the Electrical Safety Foundation International to remind you to put safety first. As the weather warms up, many of you will be outdoors. Whether you're outside for work or play, think about electrical safety. Look around and be aware of overhead lines. If you're trenching or digging, call 811 so that LMUD and the other utility providers can mark a path where you can dig safely. For more safety tips, visit our website, lmud.org, or find us on Facebook.
Hey, don't forget the annual Children's Fair is this Saturday at the Lassen County Fairgrounds. Gates open at 10 a.m. This event is a must-attend for the family, and the best part, it's free. Entertainment, everything from face painting to clowns to live music, and of course, lots of good things to eat. Aaron and Amanda from the JDX Live at 5 show will be broadcasting live, starting at 10 from our remote broadcast center. Stop by and spin the JDX and Burger King winning wheel. Amanda will be giving away BK soft serve cones. See you Saturday at the annual Children's Fair.
Home should be the place you want to return to after a long day. Maybe a place that's just minutes from some of the most serene and natural wonders in the world, like waterfalls or volcanoes. Home should offer you a lifestyle with golfing, horseback riding, biking, hiking, fishing, and more. If this sounds too good to be true, it's right here in Susanville, the home that has something for everyone. Find out more about our wonderful town on our Facebook page at City of Susanville. Susanville, California, the home of your dreams.
Susanville Supermarket IGA is distinctively unique, just like the community they serve. When you shop IGA, it's a shopping experience with a promise of neighborly service from people you know and trust. And with quality IGA products, you save even more.
Where it's the Cinco de Mayo sale, this Friday through Sunday at your hometown IGA. Pork shoulder roast, $2.77 a pound. Fresh 80% lean ground beef, $3.97 a pound in a family pack. USDA choice boneless beef cross rib or rump roast, $3.97 a pound. Roma tomatoes, 99 cents a pound. Avocados, 99 cents each. Fresh deli-made salsa, 16-ounce, $4.99 each. Fresh deli-made tortilla chips, $2.99. Fresh carnitas tacos, 2 for $5. Corona 12 packs, $14.99 plus CRV. And loyalty rewards members earn store-wide double points this Friday through Sunday only at the Cinco de Mayo sale at Susanville IGA.
Open 7 days a week starting at 5 a.m. Go to SusanvilleSupermarket.com.
We've got your getaway to sunny Cabo. It's our annual vacation getaway aboard a fabulous Princess Cruise. This very special getaway is reserved for you and your partner. A getaway packed full of great memories. Here's where to register.
Lassen Auto Body, Lassen Nursing and Rehabilitation, Lumberjacks, Diamond Mountain Casino, Diamond Mountain Mini Mart, Canna Junction, Town and Country Real Estate, and Seneca Healthcare District.
Keep it here to hear your name announced on the air and then call us to qualify for our next drawing to sunny Cabo. Only from your official vacation station.
Carlson's Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, expert advice, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit in-store in Susanville or online at carlsonstirepros.com. Tire Pros. Love the drive.
Bottle and Brush Art Bar serves a large selection of fine wine and craft beers. Gather your friends and join us for exciting trivia nights, a variety of live music, our wine tasting club, and paint nights. Open 12 to 8 Wednesday through Saturday and until 9 p.m. on Fridays. Proud sponsor of local sports.
Cal Thurber and CST General Contractors have been serving Chester in the Lake Almanor Basin for over 25 years. For all of your construction and electrical needs, call Cal, a local dealer and installer of Generac generators. Call Cal today.
Legacy Optometry is a full-scope eye care practice offering LASIK and cataract postoperative care, macular degeneration and glaucoma management, dry eye treatment, as well as comprehensive eye health exams. The Legacy team is here to assist you with your eye care needs.
All right, the time is currently 5:11, and it's time to take a look at that 3-day Northeastern California crazy weather. Outside the studio is currently 65 degrees. Tonight we're looking at a mostly cloudy evening with a low of 44. We do have a chance of some showers coming in later tonight. Saturday, it's showing 100% chance of showers. I don't know how heavy or how long it's going to go, but that's what it says with a high of 51. In the evening, it's saying that we will have a possibility of some rain and snow coming down. So we'll have to watch for that, and that'll be a low of 29 tomorrow. Sunday, we got a slight chance of snow showers and a chance of some rain as well with a high of 49. Cloudy in the evening and a low of 31. Come Monday, the sun's going to come out. We're going to have a little bit of a breeze during the day with a high of 55. Then a slight chance of showers in the evening with a low of 33. And then your full... That's your partial weather forecast. That's probably going to change about 10 times before it actually happens. All right, your full weather forecast is going to be found on our website or at SierraDailyNews.com. Why did that feel so short that time? Aaron, you're on the wrong mic. Gosh, dang it.
I told you I was going to be on
Oh my gosh, he likes to switch things up and not mention it.
I do. I did mention
It's Friday. It's okay.
But you just didn't listen again.
Did you hear our snazzy commercial on there about tomorrow?
I heard you're giving away some snazzy ice cream
Evidently,
cones.
I'm giving away ice cream cones. So you know it's a coupon for ice cream cones. I'm not going to be out there standing there like ice cream lady.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, it is. Did you want me to scoop the ice cream and put it? Well, they didn't give me no.
I could get some.
I know they could have given us some cones and some ice cream. I would have scooped it.
We should do that.
We
should bring our freezer with some ice cream.
You know what we should do? Root beer floats.
Delicious.
Oh my gosh.
That's worth getting off the wagon for.
You know what we should do those when we go to the farmer's market.
We should do those.
And we'll do root beer floats because it's gonna be hot.
No, you got to do them for the Main Street Cruise. No, it's not Main Street Cruise. It's the.
Oh yeah, you said it wrong. The park
I did
one.
say it wrong. But the car show.
Am I invited to that? No. Because I would be.
Well, if you bring root beer floats, we can make things happen.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, people. We'll see.
That's a great idea because that's a classic. That's an American classic.
And it goes with the cars.
That's
with
what
the
I'm
classic
saying.
Cars.
You know, you went to A&W root beer. You know, with your car.
I have these memories of A&W root beer. Like, you remember the restaurant, A&W?
Yes.
And
I remember the classic restaurant, not what it is now. But
no,
yes.
the classic one, because I remember there was this thing when I was little. I really liked their French fries or something. And then I went as an adult, and I was like, these aren't the same French fries that
Nothing's the same.
Because there was like a certain smell it had. When I was little,
I
could
noticed you
smell
touched
it.
your nose.
I did. I touched my nose.
You did that.
Because I was
you had to
thinking,
explain.
I used
this is
my
where your
nose.
smell comes from, Aaron. Like, I know how you smell.
Well, I just remember it had a smell. I remember I can smell it like in my head. And but when I went there as an adult, I was like, that doesn't have the smell. It just was all different.
And they used to have the root beer. It wasn't pressurized or like it was soda. It was they had it in like this jug.
Yeah, now it's boring.
It's boring.
Everything. I feel like if we took some of these things and we went back to the classic ways, it would make it so much. And we could teach our kids nostalgia stuff. You know.
Yeah.
You know, remember when you had to push like rewind and fast forward on your on your little.
Kids are actually getting into that.
They are because they think it's interesting to like make things harder.
Yeah.
So.
Did you ever go to A&W Root Beer when they had the crazy straws where you had like the bear's face in the straw?
I remember that.
And they had the crazy straws where they went all round in circles and stuff like that?
For sure.
That was fun stuff.
I know they should bring back, most McDonald's don't even have a playground anymore.
I know. And they have straws that are made of paper and they stick to your lips when you try to sip out. It's just weird. The paper straws are weird.
Just like when they get like kids meals, the toys have downgraded so much.
I know.
Like, cause a lot of the times if I would go like get fast food, I'd get a kids meal because
there was something cool in it.
Well, no, I was saying like as an adult.
Oh. Because there's some cool in it,
Because I eat, so it's like a smaller portion.
Yeah.
And so I would get it and I would save the toys and I would be like, well, there's a little kid around, I'll give him the toys. I would just save them in my car. So like, or my friends have little kids, I'd give them to them. And, I was like, I don't even want to save this toy for no one. It's a piece of crap.
Really?
And I was like, I remember how exciting it was to collect the Barbies from McDonald's and the Hot Wheels, like the real Hot Wheels. Not the knockoff ones that they give you now, but like the real ones.
Okay.
You remember?
Not the Barbies,
I loved it because the Barbie had like the real hair. They do the Barbie every once in a while, but it's not like in the same fashion as they were when I was little.
I liked it when they did the movie stuff. Remember they used to do like movies, like a movie would be promoted and they'd do it through it, and you like Batman or a Disney. I still use the cups. They're still one of my favorite cups. But at McDonald's.
Cups.
At McDonald's, yeah.
I used to have those
I still have
too.
a collection of, well, I don't have all of them, but I have probably 4 out of the set of 6.
And then I feel like everyone had to have a McDonald's birthday party. Because actually the McDonald's, I heard you could still buy the dang cakes too. If you could go to McDonald's and say, I want to buy a birthday cake, and they're supposed to have them in the freezer. Yes.
I did not know that.
I wonder if ours does.
We should go
get a birthday cake.
Field trip.
Because I remember they were good. They give them to you frozen. You have to like let them defrost. But I remember like.
Just go to commercial. Let's go check it out.
Let's go. We'll be right back. No, I'm just kidding. But before we take any like commercials or we get into any of these fun surveys, any of the crazy.
You almost forgot, didn't you?
I did not. I will never forget because you know what? We need to make some people happy by doing what? That's right. It's time to qualify another listener to become eligible to win our next Princess Cruise to Cabo San Lucas. We're drawing our qualifiers from our registrations received at our sponsor locations. And at this time, that person is Ariana Brasno-Rich from Susanville, and she registered at Lassen Nursing and Rehabilitation. You have 12 minutes and 40 seconds to call us at 530-257-8255 to qualify for our next cruise to Cabo. Again, 530-257-8255. The clock is running, so call us now. Again, we have drawn the name of Ariana Brasno-Rich. All right, good luck from your official vacation station. Someone go tell her. She's in Susanville. And you know what? She just turned 21, so she just qualifies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not to put your age out there.
I like how you showed it to me from across the way, like I was able to read it or something. You're like, look. I'm like, I don't know.
Only reason I knew that right away is because the 2003, my she's turning 21 too, so that's how I, automatically.
But you're pretty good at math in your head.
I am not. Like, especially if I get put on the spot, I'm usually like, I don't want to look stupid. 10 plus 10 is what? No, I'm just kidding. No. I don't know. It's so.
What don't you know?
Everything. A lot of things. Amanda doesn't know a lot of things.
So they probably need to call us right before we go to
right before, yeah.
Right before we get into news.
So right before we get into this session.
We should start doing news at 5:25 because we are the 5 o'clock show, which should happen on the 5. And it gives us more time in the second half. I'm just thought we'd do some show prep right and.
We'll see, Aaron. He's trying to change things up.
Change things up right on the air.
We'll make an executive decision at another time. I'm just kidding.
I guess you'll make an executive decision later.
I didn't say I would make an executive decision. I just said there would be one. All right, so I saw this and I thought this would be fun. In the second half, we are going to give you some reasons why, in arguments, we don't just mean in relationships, we mean in friendships, family things, anything, I think, because I think it has some good points. 11 reasons to stop explaining yourself during an argument. And I think it makes some really good, valid points. We're going to do that in the second half. But right now, what we're going to chat about is the top 10 outdated romantic gestures.
Okay.
I wonder how many of these Aaron did. because they're outdated.
I probably, okay.
Okay.
There may be some truth here, okay. I kind of did my own thing. I didn't really follow.
Anything?
No, I
He just did the Aaron way.
I did it my way.
The Aaron
Just like Frank
way.
Sinatra. I did it my way. You don't know what I'm talking about. You don't even know who I'm talking
I know
about,
who Frank Sinatra is.
Okay,
What the
good
heck do
job.
I look like?
A youngster.
Oh. I'll take it. All right, number 10. Double meaning pickup lines.
I never did pickup lines.
Double meaning pickup lines. It means you double meant it. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't mean that. Number 9. Okay, this one's really funny because I think they're counting this as a romantic gesture. I do not think this is a romantic gesture. I think it's crazy. Stalking.
That's not romantic.
I know. That's why I was like, stalking? What the heck?
I won't either confirm or deny the fact that I used to ride my bike across, my girlfriend's house all the time.
I remember in high school, this guy, he kept trying to talk to me. And I was like, ugh. Like, I finally gave him, like, a little bit of attention, And I started talking to him, but, like, he just kind of gave me the ick. And, but he just, for many reasons. I don't even remember his name. I could see him, but I can't remember his name. Well, anyways, I was working at a grocery store at the time. And I was out getting the carts.
About how old were you?
I was 16.
Okay.
And I was out there getting the carts, and I was there. There was one of the other guys who got the carts. He was out there getting the other side, like we were each getting a side of the carts. And I see the guy's car pull in the parking lot. At first, I just thought, oh, he's coming to the store. No, he just starts circling the parking lot and like watching me. And I was just like, what the heck? And we got a call.
That's kind of creepy, but yeah, let's take the call.
It might be our person. All right, you're on air. This is Amanda and Aaron. Who's this?
My name is Ariana Bogdanovich.
Yay! Woohoo! Well, you just called in time to get qualified for our next drawing on May 31st. So now you're in the box for the possibility to win that cruise.
Oh, nice.
So be listening on May 31st because you're in the box now.
You're in the box.
You're in the box. There's not a whole lot in the box, so you have a really good chance. Wouldn't that be a good 21st birthday present?
I know.
I saw your birthday.
Nothing creepy about that.
It's on the paper. All right.
Facebook's stalking you, but anyway.
Well, good luck. We hope that, you get picked on the 31st.
Perfect. So just tune in on May 31st?
May 31st is during the morning show.
The morning
Chris.
show.
Okay, the morning show.
Yes.
Okay. I believe they do it in the 7 a.m. hour.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Well, hey, good luck to you.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, yay. Oh, I wondered, did the morning get any qualifiers this morning?
I was busy. I could not.
Oh, I don't know, but I know that 2 days in a row, boom, take it. People love us. Anyways.
Do they?
I don't know. We love us. Oh, so I was telling you my stalker story.
Yeah, your stalker story.
So.
He just drove around.
He kept driving around. And so I went inside and I remember telling the other guy the guy that was doing the baskets with me, I was like, I think that's this guy that like, he likes me, but like I'm not calling him back and stuff because he's like being too much. Like he was like real quick to be like
your pager keeps ringing on your cell phone.
Yeah, you're so funny. And so he was like, okay, I'll go outside with you because I got scared. I was like, stay with me on my side.
To be scared. Sure.
And so I went out there and he was parked on the other side just watching, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's still here. He's over there. I remember he had a red Mustang convertible. And
you should go to talk to him. No, just teasing.
No, he was crazy. And I remember he was just watching me, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then the guy was like, let's just go inside. And he was like, I'll go outside and I'll see if he's still out there. He was like, he's still out there. He's still out there. Well, then I remember finally, like close to when I was about to get off, he finally left. And then I got a text message from him that said, yes, there was text messaging when I was 16. And you just had to pay for it.
Well, that wasn't too long ago.
Oh my gosh, that was a long time. It was like a long time ago. And we're not going to say how long ago. He was like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, crazy? You know what I'm doing. Like, wow. Weirdo. And yeah, and he did that probably like 3 other times, and he kept doing that.
So, who was in your life at the time that that you may have told us to, and they didn't do anything about it?
There was no one.
Not your mom? Not
I didn't tell my mom.
Aunt, uncles?
I did not tell any adults.
Male friends?
I don't think
The guy in the grocery store.
Oh,
your
him.
coworker. They didn't do anything?
No.
Your manager.
I didn't tell the manager.
Oh, you should.
I was just always one to be like, I'll handle it. Like, I'm not scared of nothing. And then,
well, you don't have to be afraid of something, but you have to be safe.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, like, I don't know. I did it. When you said that, I was like, I didn't tell anyone. I just was like, he's crazy. I might have told, like, one of my friends, like, that was a girl, like, he's crazy.
Yeah, because that's not okay.
I don't remember his name. I just remember going, okay, he's really crazy. And, like, so, and then I remember, so I just, like, cut him off. I was like, oh, it's not going to work out, whatever I said to him. And,
I think you just buttered that up. I bet you said
so,
something.
I just remembered the rest of the story, too.
Okay.
Okay, so I then went to Tennessee to go, I don't know if I was meeting my dad for the first time or seeing them or what, but I went up there to go visit. And mind you, a month and a half had passed since I had, like, cut it off and, like, been done and everything. And he calls me while I'm up there on my phone, and he's like, hey, and he's, like, talking to me, like, in, like, the girlfriend-y way. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, I was telling everyone about my girlfriend. I'm like, who's your girlfriend? He was like, you. I was like, no, I'm not. And he was like, convinced. Wow. And he started like, what are you talking about? Why are you doing this to me? I'm like, I literally haven't talked to you in a month and a half. Like, what couple does that? And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, I'm over here just like all excited. And he was like, I feel like he was like delusional or something. And so.
See what you do to guys?
Oh, shut up. No, this is 16-year-old Mandy over here. And so,
wow.
Yeah, I remember that was probably one of my first stalkers.
Nope, never had a stalker.
Oh.
I've never had a stalker.
I think mainly girls have stalkers. Do you think? More girls have stalkers?
I think
than
crazy
guys?
can be on both sides.
Oh, crazy can be on both sides, 100%.
Yeah, but nope, never had a stalker. I wish my wife would stalk me once in a while.
Oh my gosh, weirdo. I have, I don't know. We don't need to talk about all the stalking stories.
So anyway, don't stalk.
Don't stalk people. It's not a romantic gesture is where we're getting at.
Yes, if you're just joining us, we were going over what?
Oh.
Your survey?
The top 10 outdated romantic gestures. And stalking is not a romantic gesture. It's just creepy.
I don't think it ever was.
Ever was.
It's not outdated.
It's
it just never
don't
was.
Do it. Don't.
Yeah.
If they
outdated.
Don't do it.
It just was like, yeah.
Yeah.
That was never cool anytime.
Like, don't look up someone's location and then show up there and be like, oh, nice to see ya. Because that's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Okay. Number 8, submissive wedding vows. That's a real big thing now. People saying that.
Submissive wedding vows.
Like that, like you have to honor and obey, like all those.
Gotcha.
A lot of people
honor your husband.
You were going to obey. The obey one is,
the obey.
That's the one a lot of people have problems with, is the obey.
I'm kind of good with it.
Oh. Number 7, putting order at first date. Oh, so when they order for them? Because they used to do that back in the day, right? No, I don't know.
I didn't do that for the wife.
Well, sometimes.
Order what you want.
Well, I think most normal people do that, right? I don't know. I'm weird. If a guy ordered for me, I would think it was cute.
Really? I'd be like, how do you know what I want?
I'd be like, I'll try it, because that's just how really? I would think it was fun, because sometimes I don't want to pick.
Now, I would say that would be weird unless I took her to somewhere she was completely foreign to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, say she's never been to let's say a French restaurant.
Oui.
And it was something that I did all the time. Like, here, let me order for you. I think I know what you would like.
Oh, okay.
Then I think it would be appropriate.
I don't know. I just like when a man takes charge.
So, when you go to McDonald's with your man, you're like, hey, I'm going to get you.
I'm not going to go to McDonald's, first of all.
I'm just saying.
No offense, McDonald's, because I know you're listening, but you took away the Southwest salad, and that was what I got there. Bring it back.
We'll see.
Bring back the Southwest salad.
I don't think the people listening have
any power. I know, but
what I'm saying is when you're just out, you want them to just take charge. Say, hey, I'm getting you a cheeseburger,
not like
not a
that.
Southwest
salad. But like if you're with that person, they're gonna know. Okay, if you're getting me, like if you want to buy me a Big Mac, you better get it without the bun.
You get your Big Macs without buns?
Yeah, I don't need all those carbs. You can cut it up and make it a salad. I've done that several times.
You are a strange person.
Well, when you're trying to like get healthier, you do certain things like that.
So you're going to McDonald's to get healthier?
No, I'm not going there. But like if you happen to be there,
I'm looking out for my body so I was going to McDonald's.
Exactly.
But not order the buns.
Didn't I just tell you I wasn't going to McDonald's, and now you're making me go to McDonald's, so I tell you what I'm going to get.
You said
I know, but
without the buns,
look,
so you'd be
we
healthier.
couldn't even get through this list, and we have to go to spilling some.
Can I get a Diet Coke, please?
Yeah, that's why I don't go to McDonald's, because they don't have my salad. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and go over to Andrea. She's going to. What is she going to do, Aaron?
She's going to spill the beans.
And then we'll do some weather, and then we're going to try to finish some of this stuff we're talking about.
With your local and regional news from the Sierra Radio Network newsroom, here's what's happening. You didn't hear wrong. A late season snowstorm is set to impact mountain travel this weekend, bringing up to a foot of snow over the Sierras. Caltrans is urging caution. Forecasters with the National Weather Service say to get prepared for those delays as you head over the mountains starting Saturday morning, as a quick passing cold Alaskan storm is expected to plunge the region back into winter. Snow levels will start high on Friday night and drop lower by Saturday afternoon, possibly reaching the valley floors by Sunday morning. The Weather Service has issued that winter weather advisory from 11 a.m. Saturday to 8 a.m. Sunday, and that is for areas above 5,000 feet. Snow accumulation is forecasted between 4 to 8 inches, with localized amounts of up to a foot over those highest peaks. The heaviest snowfall is expected Saturday afternoon and evening, with additional wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour. Caltrans advises that you should be prepared for slippery roads, periods of reduced visibility, and chain controls. Additionally, if you are traveling during the storm with a return to these winter conditions in the higher elevations, Caltrans advises having a full tank of gas or full electric charge, packing extra supplies in the event of an emergency, or if traffic is held for an extended period of time. Those supplies should include snacks, water, blankets, and a flashlight. Meadow Valley experienced a brief disruption Wednesday when a tree collided with a power line along Silver Lake Road. The incident occurred as a contractor was conducting fuel reduction work for the Mount Huff Ranger District. PG&E was promptly notified and responded swiftly to shut down power and repair the damaged line. The resulting outage lasted only a few hours from mid-afternoon to the early evening, inconveniencing those local communities. Thanks to the rapid mobilization of Meadow Valley Volunteer and the U.S. Forest Service firefighters, the Bucks Fire, spanning just over a tenth of an acre, was swiftly contained within an hour. Plymouth OES commented that this is the third human-caused fire in just the last 2 weeks, and the second one this week alone. This incident, though minor, underscores the importance of fire safety precautions, especially as the region braces for drier conditions heading into summer. An Alturas man sentenced to prison for first-degree murder, noted as a victory for justice in the case of a murdered Pitt River tribal man. 52-year-old Jarrett Blue Rocker of Alturas will be facing 26 years to life for the first-degree murder of Milton Yogi McGarva, a member of the Pitt River tribe, in a conviction by jury handed down on February 27th, as announced by California Attorney General Rob Bonta. The tragic events unfolded in March of 2020 when Modoc County Sheriff deputies responded to a stabbing report at a home in Likely, where they discovered McGarva fatally wounded alongside Rucker, who also had sustained injuries. McGarva's tragic death adds to the ongoing crisis of missing murdered Indigenous persons in California. Modoc County Sheriff Tex Dowdy voiced satisfaction with the verdict, stating justice has been done, and my hope is that the McGarva family will have some peace with this verdict. Morningstar Galli, Executive Director of Indigenous Justice, credited the Attorney General's office for their efforts, saying if it wasn't for the Attorney General's office, I don't think we would have had this moment. Attorney General Bonta has proactively addressed the missing and murdered Indigenous people crisis, hosting statewide events and supporting legislative measures like Assembly Bill 2695, which aims to improve data collection on crimes occurring on Indian lands, aiding in those efforts to address the crisis. Plumas National Forest acknowledges that smoke can be triggering for many, especially following recent wildfires, yet asserts that this is an opportune time for controlled burns. Springtime not only offers organizations like the Forest Service a chance to conduct burn operations, but private landowners are also taking advantage of the weather and time to burn yard waste in piles on their properties. Additionally, Feather River College has undertaken TREX prescribed burning training for treatment on private lands. This activity is increasing the frequency of smoke in the region, resulting in a slight haze in the skies. Forest officials advise that if you are sensitive to the smoke, take precautions, especially during the morning and evening hours when it settles. The Forest Service notes that despite where prescribed fire or pile burns are taking place, these operations are crucial for fuel reduction as the state heads into the fire season. Private landowners are reminded that the CAL FIRE Lassen Modoc unit has issued those burn permit requirements for the season. You can obtain those by visiting their website or headquarters. And spring prescribed burning projects will be continuing throughout both the Plumas and Lassen National Forest Ranger districts. You can visit their respective social media pages and websites for updates on when and where these projects will be taking place. And that is what's happening today from your only local news radio, keeping you informed and connected to your communities throughout Lassen, Plumas, and Sierra counties.
Thanks, Andrea. Now let's go ahead and do some weather.
Northeast California weather.
All right, your time is currently 5:36, and it's time to take another look at that 3-day northeastern crazy weather. Outside the studio is currently 65 degrees. Tonight we're going to have a mostly cloudy evening with a chance of showers with a low of 44. Saturday, it's showing me 100% chance of showers, guys. I know, on your Saturday. It's going to have a high of 51. In the evening, it's showing possibility of some rain and snow with a low of 29. On Sunday, there's a slight chance of snow showers and rain with a high of 49. And then some clouds are going to come on in more in the evening with a low of 31. And on Monday, it shows that it's going to be sunny, but there's going to be a breeze going on through, and you're going to be at a high of 55. In the evening, it's going to be a slight chance for showers with a low of 33. Your full weather forecast is found on our website or our app, SierraDailyNews.com. And that's how the weather is done in my books. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Well done.
Yes,
well
I'm
done.
a very good readerologist. I think we got to do one more, because it's that time to qualify another listener to become eligible to win our next Princess Cruise to Cabo San Lucas. What if I talk this out really fast all the time? Just kidding.
But wait, there's more.
We're drawing our qualifiers from registrations received at our sponsored locations this hour. That person is Christopher Hull from Susanville, who registered over there at Canna Junction. You have 12 minutes and 40 seconds to call us at 530-257-8255 to qualify for our next cruise. To where? Cabo. All right. Again, that phone number is 530-257-8255. The clock is running, so call us right now. Again, we have drawn the name of Christopher Hull out of Susanville. Good luck from your official vacation station. That's right. Boop,
Quite
boop.
the reader. You could be like one of those people who come on the end of one of those commercials, like for one of those. Yeah, like you're like, don't take it if you're allergic. And
Yeah.
it causes blindness and anal leakage or stuff like that.
Anal leakage. That's what you think of? Like, that's the first
That's
step
what they
down.
say. They say some crazy things at the
Or
end of
death.
those.
Or death.
Yeah. Do not take if you're allergic. Well, of course I'm not going to take it.
You may die, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It'll help
Some
you.
of those things they say are kind of worse than death,
Yeah, I know.
man.
The anal leakage?
I'd rather die, buddy. I'm not taking that.
All right, guys. So we were attempting to do this top 10 most outdated romantic gestures, and we've
learned do not stalk.
Do not stalk. Stalking evidently was known as a romantic gesture at one time. We're just going to say, don't do it. Like,
Don't do it.
That's a charge right there.
That's a charge? Yeah, well, that's a felony charge.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think I meant?
Oh, I don't know. I was like,
What's a charge?
It took me a minute. I'm a little slow, Amanda. It's Friday, okay?
Friday.
Well, I'm the slow all day week, although every day of the week, but you know.
It's Friday, but we'll be here in the morning.
We will be.
We
But we're
will.
going to be doing some fun stuff.
We are. We're going to do some swap shopping with you guys. And then we're going to be out there at that children's fair. Did you hear our commercial? Yep, we're in one. And it talks all about how Amanda's going to give out ice cream.
Yep.
And
That's all it's about.
yeah, that's all they say. Amanda's going to give out ice cream.
That's the highlight.
I was like, what? When I heard it. Because you want to know? That was news to me.
Oh, I am.
I am. I guess I am. But yes.
Okay, continuing on.
Back to the list.
Right.
Okay. So we're at number 6. We did not
Still
get
at
there.
6?
Yes.
Oh, wow. We talked about
Unannounced visits.
I don't mind that. Is that a bad thing?
Well, I guess.
Well, maybe because you want to clean up your house.
Yeah, I was gonna say if your house is a mess, or you're a mess, or you're stinky.
I was just looking at some pictures in the office, and I'm looking at their house, and everything looks so nice and neat and clean. I'm like, man, that is not my house.
Mine either. Right now, it needs a.
Some people have it together.
My house needs like an exorcism of cleaning. Oh,
exorcism of cleaning.
Just needs to have something dropped on it. Boom. Just kidding.
Dust devils exercised out.
It takes something like big to happen to be like, okay, everyone's on deck. Clean the house. Number 5, sacrificing your clothes.
Sacrificing your clothes?
Yeah. That's what it says. I don't think
what that means?
I don't think it means like what.
You're looking at me like a way like I should not have read that.
Well, because I was like, do they mean that, or do they mean like they change? I'm thinking they mean like they make them dress a certain way.
No, I think I know what it means.
What?
Like you give them your jacket.
Oh, okay,
you
that
give
makes
them a sweater. You know, like can I get?
Yeah.
If you want to destroy my sweater.
I think that's cool. No, like if they're cold and they use their jacket or something.
Or you just give them an article of clothing, like, here, this is my jacket, so it'll be close to you at all times.
That's cute. I don't want that one to be getting rid of. Okay.
See, you're almost in a protected group, so
I'm almost in the protected group.
Kids don't do that these days, Amanda.
Number 4, a forced love.
I mean, a forced, like an arranged marriage?
Yeah, that's what I'm taking it as. Or like their parents set them up. They're like, you guys are going to be together. I think that is, people did do that a lot more.
They did do that.
So I think that is outdated.
Yeah, but maybe in
and
other
I don't think that
countries.
was a romantic gesture. I think that was forced.
Forced gesture.
Forced gesture.
Gesture of power.
Yeah, you're doing this.
This is what you're going to do.
Number 3, overly persistent follow-up. So they just keep on.
Keep on keeping on?
Yeah. Like, I guess if the follow-up isn't wanted, then you're going to really care and not want that persistent follow-up.
Right.
You're going to be like,
hey, you going to call me back?
Be like,
hey,
back off.
If you left a message, maybe once, maybe twice, let it go.
Let it go. If they want to, they will.
Make it happen.
If a person wants to talk to you, they'll talk to you. If they want to see you, they will come see you.
You're just not high on the priority list.
Yeah, like everyone starts to make like excuses for why this isn't happening. This, and I think we all do it sometimes. But like that's why there's a song. If he wanted to, he will. Like I engraved it in my head about people in general. If they want to talk to you, they're gonna call you. They're gonna text you.
Right.
They're gonna reach out to you. Like in the song, she was like, if he missed you, he would call you. You know, like.
And we're talking about romantic relationships.
Yeah.
Because obviously outside of that, other things happen.
Yeah. But when you're in that and you're like trying to build something with, if they
That's
want
on your mind.
to,
It should be on
it's
your
on your mind.
You're not gonna forget.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, you can make all the excuses. Right. Whatever. Everyone has their phone on them.
I have to put that disclaimer in there because I sometimes forget to text people back. Because I'm usually in the car and it'll come up and like, so-and-so has left you a text message.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm driving. I'll get back to that.
Yeah. Because when you're in a relationship, you're building or you're trying to maintain or whatever. Right. So you're going to that's where it becomes more of the point.
Yes. You're not going to forget somebody who you want to make sure they contact you.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it. All right. Number 2, hitting the windows with rocks.
Oh.
Like how they used to, I'm outside your window. No, they would text them and be like, I'm downstairs.
Yeah, I know. Hey.
Yeah, I think that one's outdated.
Yeah, a little bit.
But maybe if they were trying to be cute, but maybe they might break the window. I don't know. And then it could turn into a charge also.
Yeah. Rock through my window. Those little pebbles. They're supposed to be little pebbles, peoples.
So this is number 1, an emotional immaturity.
Isn't that kind of like, is that outdated or is that have...
That should be always dated.
Yeah.
Like that we have to have some emotional maturity to be in a relationship. Period. If not, then train wreck.
Right. I like how you even do the hand gestures.
I did the hand gestures and everything.
She got all into
I'm like, we gotta have some emotional maturity here, people.
We're playing charades or something in here.
All right, so we probably won't get through we might.
Let's do it.
We got the 11 reasons to stop explaining yourself in an argument. That's with anyone.
I agree.
Relationship, friendship, anything, honestly, because we all do it. And it can be tempting to explain yourself when you're in the middle of an argument. You might try to explain your actions or why you think someone reacted negatively. I don't know why I was reading it that weird to what you did, but there are several reasons you should stop explaining yourself, especially if you want to stop arguing and move on with your day. That's me. I hate arguing. So I'm just kind of like, can we wrap this up? Like, did you want me to go ahead and just be like, I'm always like, let's agree to disagree, because that's how I always try to end stuff. You might not be able to force me to think like you, and I can't force you to think like me right now, so let's just drop it.
Yeah,
I hate arguing.
In theory that works, but some people are like, no, I want you to work this out with me, and I'm not letting you go till we work this out.
Control freak.
Yes.
Anyways,
I didn't happen in my house. I'm just saying I've seen it.
Okay. All right. It says, you base your self-worth on the opinions of others. You can stop explaining yourself, as this is a dangerous way to live because it means that other people's opinions are dictating your self-worth. I have had trouble doing that. I'll admit it. And so maybe that's why I don't argue. When you often feel that you have to justify yourself to other people, it might make you feel bad about yourself and cause anxiety. Also, it's unfair to you. You shouldn't have to live your life based on other people's opinions. Instead, base your self-worth on internal factors. Take a look at all the good and the right things about you and focus on those qualities. You give back your sense of self-worth and confidence by not explaining yourself.
Okay.
That means if you not have to get validated by someone to say, yes, you were right, you were this, you were that, and you can validate yourself and be like, that's all that matters. Okay. It'll help your self-worth.
All right.
All right. I cut off one of them.
Oh, did you?
We'll just move on to number 3.
Moving right up that list, like a rocket.
Yeah. You find it difficult to stay on track. We all
find it difficult to stay on track.
Yes.
That's
a reason why you need to stop explaining that's what it says, yourself during an argument.
Right.
It says, we all make mistakes, but it can be hard to stay on track when you constantly explain yourself. You may not even realize how much time you spend thinking about what others think of you, which means that you might not notice how much effort is being put into this behavior.
But staying on track.
Yeah, staying on track. Instead, try taking some time to be alone with your thoughts and reflect on why these issues are so important to you.
Okay.
Number 4, you may be missing the big picture. It is easy to get stuck in your head and think that everyone is always thinking about you, but this isn't true.
Everybody's always thinking about me. I know.
The more time you spend explaining yourself and trying to avoid situations where you might be judged, the less likely it is that you will be able to focus on what matters.
That's true.
Absolutely
agree. I think people, I don't think they mean to be, I don't know if it's narcissistic, but people are very self-conscious.
Oh, they are, because you'll think, definitely there'll be some, a situation's totally not even about me, but I will turn it in my head, and it's usually, I do it in a negative way, maybe, or I'll be like, oh, they're saying this, or maybe, and I have to be like, and I care why? I don't. You know what? I'm me. If you don't like me, don't talk to me. But I try to like everyone, at least for the first couple times. And then if you're still mean to me, then I just won't talk to you. But I usually talk to any and everyone. I'm very friendly and I don't judge people cause I don't want to be judged. Cause I could be judged, but that I don't like, this is me. I just try to, I don't like that.
Okay. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says you are not being sincere.
I don't get these titles, but okay.
I don't know why they're being titled this either, but this is what they're coming with. It is hard to be yourself when you constantly worry about what other people think. This can lead to feeling like a fraud and like you don't know who you are anymore.
Okay. To a degree, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm getting what they're getting at. For the most part, for people who, the people who get really offended at what and want to create that argument, I don't care what they think. However, there are the people who don't say something that I have offended, and those are the people that I want to make sure I make amends with. And so it's kind of messed up because the people that I want to make amends with, I don't know.
And I think sometimes why we end up arguing back or trying to explain ourselves or stuff like that is because then if you don't, some people think they can walk all over you. And so if you stand your ground and you're like, no, actually, this is what I always choose my battles. I'm very much about choosing my battles, choosing my arguments, choosing what I get angry about, because it takes so much more out of you than the other person's getting anyways. So, I save my energy for things that are, cause you know what? I always know things can be so much worse, or there could be a much bigger problem that might need my energy that this does not need it.
Right. Absolutely agree. Yep. And the way I usually handle that is I'm more of a passive kind of a...
Me too.
I'm like, yeah, I won't explain. I'm just like, yeah, I just can't do that right now.
Yeah. I'm very...
You know? Well, we need you to do that. Yeah, I can't do that for you right now. That's just it.
Yeah.
That's it. Unless it's my supervisor, then I have to explain.
Yeah, you have to explain to them. You feel powerless. You can do whatever you want with your life, but if you allow yourself to be ruled by other people's opinions, it is easy for them to take that away from you. You are constantly changing to please other people and their opinions instead of standing firm on your beliefs.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to just hold that line. You don't have to be argumentative.
You don't have to be a jackass.
You're like,
you could just
nope, not doing it because I'm just not doing it. Period. Just
like
hold firm.
Or I usually say jack. I'm like, you don't have to be a jack, but that usually means
a jack donkey.
I like the other way. And I'm sorry, this is a family show. Jack butt. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if it's so much of a family show or of a...
Is it really?
It's like maybe it's an adult show.
Kinda.
The evening talk.
Especially when you talk about your trips to San Francisco.
Oh my gosh, that was... I didn't say... Well...
It was one of my favorite episodes. I'm just saying.
When I talked about my trip to San Francisco?
Yes.
Oh. That was a hot mess.
Oh, wow, that was a great time.
It was. It was an interesting time, and leave it to me to try to talk someone off the ledge and think I'm helping, and then they pull their pants down. Oh, gosh. That's what happens to me.
I'm like, what? I hear that episode.
I have the best intentions, and then stuff like that happens, and I'm like, really? Gosh. All right. At least he didn't jump over the bridge. Okay.
Good job, Amanda.
Thank you.
Taking hit for the team.
Yeah, I did. Because everyone was just watching him. I was like, are you not going to try to save the homeless man? I really don't want to witness him do this right now. It's really going to put a damper in my trip.
Good job. You're such a good person.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm CPR certified. I don't want to have to do that. I'm the naked guy. So it's like, no. Anyways. Number 7, you are in danger of making bad decisions. Aren't we all?
Double underline.
I know. It's like bad decision. How bad is the outcome of this really going to be? Could I have a good story from it?
Could I suffer the consequences?
Can I handle the backlash? Life is full of choices, and every single one can hugely impact your life and the lives of those around you. If you allow yourself to be distracted or influenced by the opinions of others, then it can be easy to make poor decisions that negatively affect your life in the long run.
Right.
I mean, isn't that obvious?
Yeah, that's an obvious one, but a hard one to take. A hard one to follow. Delayed gratification.
What?
Delayed gratification.
Oh yeah, a lot of people now need instant gratification.
Right.
And
that comes with these consequences that you're talking about.
Yes. Right. And so they're like, bad decisions. Oh gosh, people.
Those
why
people
must
out
we?
There. Not us.
Why
those
was
people out there?
We're having to counsel everyone because we're just so perfect.
We are.
Yeah, we don't ever make bad decisions. You are being very defensive. Constantly explaining yourself because you're defensive can signify that you are not happy with yourself. You may feel you have to justify your actions and statements to keep the people around you happy, but this will only lead to more problems in the future.
See, I think you need to be aware of somebody who is doing that. You know, they're just being defensive. Like, hey, I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing or saying. So they'll just argue, not for the sake of being right, but they'll argue for the sake of making sure they look right.
Yeah.
So you just got to be aware of that. You're like, okay, whatever. And you move on.
Okay. You are losing the respect of people around you. Oh, I think they're saying these quotes are like why people defend themselves. Are you getting it now?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, lastly, it would help if you stopped explaining yourself because you're losing other people's respect. When you constantly explain yourself, it can come across as if you are not confident with who you are. This will make other people think that they know better than you do and may cause them to lose respect for your decisions in the future. These people aren't very nice. Like, if they're thinking all these negative things, make some new friends.
I would say, that would be true sometimes, but not all the time. Sometimes you're like, hey, if you made a decision, like, why did you make that one? I would explain it. Like, hey, this is why I made this decision, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, oh, yeah, okay, I didn't know that X, Y, and Z was a part of the factor. Good going. So, I don't know. I don't know if I totally agree with that one.
Okay.
Because we're talking about arguing with just anybody, right?
Yeah, it's anyone,
right.
not just a partner.
Not just a partner.
Yeah. You might create a cycle of defensiveness.
Right.
Yeah.
I think for the same reasons listed above.
It says one more reason for not explaining yourself during arguments is it can create that cycle of defensiveness when you constantly feel the need to explain yourself. It can lead to a back and forth of justifications and counter arguments. That's why I don't like it. Making the argument escalate and prolonging the conflict.
Yep.
Yes.
At some point,
I hate that.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. Anyway, going to lunch.
And it says the 7 common mistakes people make when they're explaining themselves is they're going too deep too quickly. They're over-explaining, adding disclaimers.
Really?
Like, if you do this, then this could happen.
Okay.
You know. And then, I'm trying to turn the page. One moment, please. And, assuming others can read their minds, not considering the audience, becoming defensive, neglecting active listening.
Yes, you have to listen.
And, yeah, that was the 7.
That's your list?
That was not I didn't make the list.
I think you did.
I didn't make the list. I go and get this stuff.
Good job. That was a really good one. I like it. Because one thing we need to learn is how to argue. Or actually have differences. Sometimes we have differences. Because I think in today's society, if someone disagrees with you, you got to go toe-to-toe with them practically. And you don't.
I know.
That's more of a your gen kind of a thing.
Well, not me thing, though.
I'm not saying you.
Just like...
but you are guilty by association.
A lot of people, they can't just have different opinions on stuff and be like, okay, we see things different.
Right.
Cool.
And move on.
No, it's like, oh my gosh, you think this? Like, what's wrong with your brain? And
right.
And it's just like, you can believe or like or support or do whatever you do. I can do whatever I do. And we can still be friends or whatever it is. And we don't have to sit there and talk about that subject every time, you know?
Yeah.
It's like... Don't talk about that subject.
Right.
If anything, you can have difference of opinions and still be civil. Like
we disagree most of the time.
We do. We're just different people, but we totally like get along. Like
we get along.
Yeah.
We can put a show together without hating each other.
Oh, for sure. We come on here.
However, when the on-air light goes off. Like, you son of a...
No, we don't. We're like, peace out, bye. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, I'm leaving.
This sucked.
See you tomorrow.
Dang it.
Guess.
I guess we'll come back and do this again. Woo!
No, but we get along very well.
No, we do. So, and like you said, we have different views and all kinds of other stuff, and we don't sit here and go, so why do you think this? Like, that's...
You must be stupid.
Oh my gosh. Still, we don't do that.
You must be evil.
Evil? That's a harsh word. No, I'm just kidding. He's all over here all intense. I'm being all sweet and kind. Oh my gosh, you scared the crap out of me with that. He moved.
Oh, that?
Yeah. He moved.
Chair?
Yes, he moved the other chair.
My leg?
Yes, it scared me. Sorry.
It scared you, huh?
Yeah. If this would have been on camera, it would have been a lot funnier. It's not. It's just my voice going, All right, guys.
All right.
Well, we've had fun. Where are we going to be tomorrow?
At the Children's Fair.
What?
And Swap Shop, right here.
What? That's right, guys. It's the saddest part of your day when your favorite talk radio show has to wrap on up. But we're going to be back in the morning with Swap Shop, the both of us. We're going to be chatting it up with you guys. So call us with your buy, sell, trade items. And then we're going to be out at the Children's Fair. It's still going on. I believe rain or shine, they're going to take it inside. So we'll be out there from 10 to 2. Come check us out. I'll give you some ice cream coupons. All right, I'm Amanda.
I'm Aaron.
We're out.